Hello students of Standard 8th. Today we will learn Chapter 10 Armed Revolutionary Movement. Introduction. The agitation against the British imperialism were carried out in various ways in India. In this chapter we shall get acquainted with it. We have studied the uprising before 1857 against the British and the freedom movement of 1857. In the later period, Ram Singh Kuka organized a rebellion against a government in Punjab. Vasudev Balwant Phadke. In Maharashtra, Vasudev Balwant Phadke gave an armed struggle against the British. He assumed that there should be armed struggle to fight against the British. He took the training of arms from Vastad Lahuji Salve. He organized the Ramoshis and revolted against the British. This rebellion became unsuccessful. The British government sent him to Eden jail. There he died in 1883. He built up an armed struggle for independence. Chapekar brothers. In 1897, the Plague Commissioner Rand had resorted to tyranny and force while managing the epidemic of plague in Pune. As a revenge, the Chapekar brothers, Damodar and Balkrishna, shot him dead on 22nd June 1897. Damodar, Balkrishna and Vasudev, these three brothers and their associate Mahadev Ranade were hanged to death. From the same house, three brothers accepted martyrdom for the service of the country. During the same period, Munda tribe in Bihar, under the leadership of Birsa Munda, made a great revolt against the government. Abhinav Bharat. In 1900, Swatantra Veer Vinayak Damodar Savarkar founded Mitra Mela, a secret organization of revolutionaries in Nasik. The same organization was renamed as Abhinav Bharat in 1904. Savarkar went to England for higher education. From there he began sending revolutionary literature, guns, etc. to the members of Abhinav Bharat in India. He wrote an inspiring biography of Joseph Mazzini, the famous Italian revolutionary. The 1857 rebellion was the first war of independence stated in the book The Indian War of Independence 1857, written by him. Do you know Swatantra Veer Savarkar was sentenced to 50 years of rigorous imprisonment at Andaman. He was there for 10 years. In his autobiography, Maji Jan Matip, he wrote down his experience of the terrible days in Andaman. Later, the government took him to Ratnagiri and detained there. There, Savarkar started many social movements such as removal of caste differences, removal of untouchability, common dining, purification of language, etc. He was a great writer. He was the president of Marathi Sahitya Sammelyan at Mumbai in 1938. The government came to know about the activities of Abhinav Bharat. Therefore, the government arrested Baba Rao Savarkar. He was sentenced to life imprisonment. As a revenge to this punishment, a youth named Anant Lakshman Kanhare killed Jackson, the collector of Nasik. The government started arresting all those people who were connected with Abhinav Bharat organization. The murder of Jackson was linked with Swatantra Veer Savarkar by the government. He was arrested and put under trial. The court ordered him rigorous punishment for 50 years. Revolutionary movement in Bengal. After the partition of Bengal, the outrage against British became more severe. In place of local rebellions, comprehensive revolutionary movements started rising at national level. In various parts of the country, the youth inspired by revolutionary thought started establishing their secret organization to keep control over British officers, to loosen the government machinery, to wipe out the fear in the mind of the Indians regarding the British government. Overthrowing the British rule were some of its main objectives. In Bengal, a revolutionary organization called Anushilan Samiti was active. The Anushilan Samiti had more than 500 branches. Barendra Kumar Ghosh, brother of Aurobindo Ghosh, was the chief of this organization. This organization received counsel and guidance from Aurobindo Ghosh. The Anushilan Samiti had a bomb manufacturing center at Maniktala near Kolkata. In 1908, Khudiram Bose and Praful Chowki, members of Anushilan Samiti, planned to kill a judge named Kingsford, but the vehicle on which they threw the bomb was not the one carrying Kingsford. Two English women were killed in this attack. Praful Chakki shot himself with a bullet so that he will not fall in the hands of the British. Khudiram Bose was caught by the police. During the investigation, the police got information about the working of Anushilan Samiti. They started arresting the members of this organization. Aurobindo Ghosh was also arrested, but the government was unsuccessful in linking him to the manufacturing of bomb, and hence the court set him free. Other members were sentenced to long terms of imprisonment. Ras Bihari Bose and Sachendra Nath Sanyal spread the network of revolutionary organizations outside Bengal. The centers of revolutionary work were set up at Punjab, Delhi, and Uttar Pradesh. Ras Bihari Bose and his associate made a daring act of throwing bomb at the Viceroy Lord Hardinge, but he got saved from the attack. The revolutionary work was carried out in Madras province as well. Vanchi Iyer, a revolutionary, killed a British officer named Ash. Later, he shot himself with a bullet and sacrificed his own life. India House. The revolutionary work in India received assistance from the Indian revolutionaries staying abroad. Indian House in London was an important center which provided for such kind of assistance. Pandit Shamji Krishna Verma, an Indian patriot, had established India House. Through this organization, the Indian youth were given scholarship for higher education in England. Swatantra Veer Savarkar received such scholarship. Madam Kama raised the issue of India's independence at the World Socialist Conference held at Stuttgart in Germany. In the same conference, she unfurled the flag of India. Another revolutionary associated with India House was a youth named Madan Lal Dhingra. He killed Curzon Wile, a British officer, due to which Dhingra was hanged to death. Gaddar movement. During the period of First World War, the revolutionary work against the British government got a momentum. The revolutionaries felt that transfer of power can be brought into India with the help of enemies of the British, and in this attempt, help of Indian soldiers can also be taken. To take advantage of this opportunity, revolutionary organization was set up. Gaddar is one such important organization. The Indians living in America and Canada established the Gaddar organization. Lala Hardayal, Bhai Parmanand, Dr. Pandurang Sadashiv, Kankoji, etc. These revolutionaries were the important leaders of the organization. The word Gaddar means revolt. Gaddar was a journal of this organization that acted as its mouthpiece. Through this journal, effects of British rule in India were pointed out. It gave information about the daring deeds of the revolutionaries. In this way, love for the nation and armed rebellion was the message given through the journal Gaddar to the Indians. The leaders of the Gaddar organization decided to take advantage of this war-like situation. They drew out a plan of revolt in Punjab against the British. They persuaded the Indian soldiers in British army to join in their revolt. It was decided that Ras Bihari Bose and Vishnu Ganesh Pingle should lead the revolt, but due to treachery, the British traced out the plan. Pingle fell into the hands of the police. He was hanged to death, but Ras Bihari Bose escaped successfully. He went to Japan and continued his revolutionary work. The revolutionary movement was active in other countries during the period of war. In Berlin, Virendranath Chattopadhyay, Bhupen Datta, and Hardayal prepared anti-British plans in cooperation with the German Foreign Ministry. In 1915, Mahendra Pratap Barkatullah and Obaidullah Sindhi established provincial government of Free India in Kabul. Kakuri conspiracy. The suppressive measures of government could not put an end to the revolutionary movement. After the suspension of civil disobedience movement by Mahatma Gandhi, many youngsters got diverted to revolutionary ways. Chandrasekhar Azad, Ram Prasad Bismil, Yogesh Chatterjee, Sachendra Nath Sanyal, and such other revolutionaries came together. On 9th August 1925, they looted the government treasury that was carried in a train near Kakori railway station in Uttar Pradesh. This is known as Kakori conspiracy. By taking immediate action, the government arrested the revolutionaries and put them into prison. They were put under trial. Ashraf Ullah Khan, Ram Prasad Bismil, Roshan Singh, Rajendra Lahiri were hanged, but Chandrasekhar Azad managed to escape. Hindustan Socialist Republican Association, the young men influenced by socialist idea decided to set up nationwide revolutionary organization. Prominent among them were Chandrasekhar Azad, Bhagat Singh, Rajguru, Sukhdev, etc. All these revolutionaries were secular in their thought. In 1928, in the meeting held at Firoz Shah Kotla ground in Delhi, these young men established an organization called Hindustan Socialist Republican Association. The objective behind the establishment of this organization was to free India from British exploitation. It also wanted to overthrow the unjust socio-economic system which exploited the farmers and workers. Bhagat Singh gave importance to creation of society based on social justice and equality. The work of gathering arms and execution of programs were entrusted to a separate wing of the organization. This wing was called Hindustan Socialist Republican Army, and Chandrasekhar Azad was the chief of this wing. Members of this organization carried out many revolutionary activities. Bhagat Singh and Rajguru fired bullets and killed an officer named Saundar in order to avenge the death of Lala Lajpat Rai. The government had introduced two bills in the Central Legislative Assembly, curtailing means cutting down of civil right. To protest it, Bhagat Singh and Batukeshwar Dutt threw bombs in the Central Legislative Assembly. The British government immediately raided the centers of Hindustan Socialist Republican Army. Through it, the police also obtained clues related to the killing of Saunders. The government started arresting the revolutionaries. They were tried under the charge of sedition. On 23rd March 1931, Bhagat Singh, Rajguru and Sukhdev were hanged in the Lahore jail. But till the end, Chandrasekhar Azad did not fall into the hands of the police. Later, he died in an encounter with police at Alfred Park in Allahabad. Attack on Chittagong Armory. Surya Sen was the chief of the revolutionary group at Chittagong in Bengal. He had gathered around him revolutionaries like Anand Singh, Ganesh Ghosh, Kalpana Datta, Prilata Vadedar with their assistance. Surya Sen drew up a plan to attack the armory at Chittagong. As per the plan, on 18 April 1930, the revolutionary seized the arms from the two armories in Chittagong. The telephone and telegraph lines were broken and they succeeded in paralyzing the communication system. After that, they gave a thrilling fight to the British Army. On 16th February 1933, Surya Sen and some of his associates were captured by the police. Surya Sen and his 12 associates were given death punishment. Kalpana Datta was sentenced to life imprisonment. Prilata Vadedar killed herself without falling into the hands of the police. Due to the uprising in Chittagong, the revolutionary movement gained pace. Shanti Ghosh and Suniti Chaudhary, these two schoolgirls, killed a district judge, whereas a young girl, Veena Das, shot dead the governor during the convocation ceremony of Kolkata University. Sardar Udham Singh killed Dyer, the officer responsible for Jallianwala Bagh massacre in London in 1940. In the freedom struggle of Indian revolutionary movement made an important contribution. These revolutionaries displayed daring and determination while fighting against a British rule. The love for the nation and attitude of sacrifice was just incomparable. Their sacrifice proved to be an inspiration to the Indians. So students, I hope you have understood the lesson. For your assignment, you will write the answers of the exercise on page 49. Thank you.